Canyon Springs High School Library in North Las Vegas, welcome to the Library Makerspace podcast. I'm Jerry Rice, alongside Dr. Rico, and our producer, Brody Stokes, in the back. This podcast discusses everything and anything library and much more. We have a full slate today. What's happening on the program?
Well, we have a visit from Assistant Principal Miss Green. After much time and consolation, we finally got her on.
We're happy to have you.
Yes, I'm happy to be here finally. Yes, it's taken a few reschedules, a couple of school years to get it together, but glad to be here.
Anything else, Dr. Rico?
Well, we do have the Library News Minute segment and some news fresh off of my staff development day over at Legacy High School, where I picked up a few library tricks that I'm going to share.
Okay, a lot to cover, so let's get stuck in.
Excited about that.
All right, so here is the Library News Minute. Cue the music. Oh, we don't have any music. Sorry. Okay, anyhow.
We'll put it on.
We need some music. Is this where I sing?
Yes.
No, okay, no. Sorry. Okay.
All right, please stop by and check out our ACT Prep collection on display. These materials are not just on display and available for patrons to check out. This collection complements a new initiative created by Mr. Canfield called ACT All-Stars Journey to 36, an after-school ACT program starting this Tuesday, November 12th, and every Tuesday after until the ACTs. Also, check out this website, learningexpresshub.com. You'll see it down here. There are test prep questions for the ACT, practice questions with explanations, not only for the ACT, ASVAB, if you want to be a pilot, a multitude of tests. So that is something that is offered to our district. Take advantage of it. It's never too early to get comfortable with these tests. So on test days, you'll be more relaxed and prepared. Stop by the library for more information. Also, I am planning on having bookmarks with the QR code right to learningexpresshub.com. This is an awesome website. Do you know anything about it, Jerry?
I've never heard of it.
Okay. Well, in the future, I think you might want to become a lawyer. There's actually LSAT prep questions on there,
so
too.
Nice.
So, yeah, we'll introduce you to that. Our latest community puzzle right behind me is up and running, and students are working on it during lunch. Come on in, join the community puzzle. Some other big news out of the makerspace, it's the addition of our Lego project, and the Singapore skyline is just about done. I know we have a few other projects in the works. I have a London, a Statue of Liberty, so those will be next, Tokyo Tower. Please be sure to check out our Instagram, CSHS Pioneers Library. I'll put a link to that down here. And like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, if you will. We're also happy to report that the Language Exchange Club is official. I'm the advisor. We're now going to meet every second and fourth Monday of the month because we have ACT Prep on Tuesdays. So please come to learn and or teach any language, from basic greetings to frequently used vocabulary to conversations. All levels welcome. Our motto, language exchanges open doors around the world. That's our Library News Minute, or minutes. That's
right.
it. Thanks. So we're into November, and there's a few holidays coming up. Any plans?
Well, my birthday is next Wednesday,
Uh-oh.
so yes.
Happy birthday.
So
Happy
thank you. In my calendar, I put this, or I think you sent me the invite. It said birthday podcast. So yeah.
Oh.
So that's a holiday for November 13th, my birthday.
All right.
But no major plans. I've done some traveling last month, and I will actually be traveling next week for some work stuff. So I will be here for the Thanksgiving holiday and just kind of trying to relax because it seems like it's been such a busy school year already.
I agree.
It's
100%.
flying by.
And it is flying by. Like, we're going to be graduating soon and
Okay.
trying to figure out, like, where all the time went. But, that's how it goes. So the days are long and the years are short, as they say. Or, yes, that's what they say. Yep.
And we're sticking to it.
And we're sticking, that's what they say. Somebody said it, and we're sticking to that. But, yes, absolutely.
Oh, great. I know that you were a former teacher.
Yes.
So we wanted to kind of start the interview with asking you about that.
So what got you into teaching?
Wow. I lived in Milwaukee at the time, and I had a choice to make. In Milwaukee, I actually used to always want to be a lawyer. Imagine that, right? But at the time in Milwaukee, when I was pursuing my undergraduate degree, there was a teacher shortage, and particularly in middle school. And so I wanted a career where I knew I could find employment, get gainful employment following graduation. And so after I graduated, they actually issued emergency licenses for middle school teachers. So I went straight from a college classroom into my own middle school classroom. It was January. It was the middle of the school year. It was very difficult. But if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. So I think I became a better teacher for that. And so I've been doing that ever since. That was in 2000. But the years preceding that, I was a tutor. I was an educational assistant. So I've been in education since 95. Mm-hmm. So I was a classroom teacher from 2000 until 2022, I think.
Oh, wow.
And I've taught in Wisconsin, Milwaukee Public Schools. I've taught in the Chicago, south suburbs of Chicago, Park Forest, Chicago Heights, as well as Pose and Harvey.
Oh, I am from Harvey.
Yeah, and when I was in Pose and Harvey, I was actually an instructional strategist. And then I came out here. I moved to Vegas because it was really too cold in the Midwest, and I was tired of that. So I came to Vegas, and then when I came to Vegas, I worked elementary for a couple of years, and then middle school, and then I found my way here to Canyon Springs as an administrator.
We are happy to have you here.
Yeah, thank
Absolutely.
you. I appreciate that.
And Miss Green also handles all the activities, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's. And I'm sorry, I have to get you my poster.
Yes, you do. I need that.
Yeah.
So I'm the assistant principal, and I supervise 11th and 12th grade ELA, as well as social studies, as well as ROTC, performing arts, the ELL department, and then I'm also the administrator over the activities. And I really enjoy everything that I do, but especially activities, because kids don't come to school for ELA and social studies and math. They come to school for the bonds that they make in after-school programs and homecoming and prom. They come to school for that fellowship and that community, that belonging. That's why kids come to school. So they come to school for athletics and activities. So I'm really blessed to be able to be involved in that part of students' education and their development, because there's a lot that happens there in addition to what happens in the classroom. But it's a holistic, it all contributes to who our students become, and I think that's really important.
Is there any activity you like to plan more than another?
Oh, I don't plan anything. I just kind of manage. No, I like doing all of them. I particularly like to, I guess probably the cultural groups that we have on campus, Soul, BSU, Happy, because I think that's important for our students to be able to identify with their history, their ancestry, and that kind of stuff. So I think those are important. The languages, too, because that taps into that cultural identity as well. So our Spanish club that we have on campus as well. And then what Dr. Rico does with his generalized languages, where we're learning various languages, because I think it's important, too, for students to not only tap into who they are, but learn about different cultures, too. So my biggest activity that I supervise is student council. And that's really important, because student council is really behind all of the other things that kind of happen on campus, like all the signs you see on campus and the activities, dances, and different things. Most of those things are done by STUCO. And it's those students that really give a lot of their free time in trying to make sure that the memories of other students on campus are memorable. So that's important. But there's no activity here on campus that's any more important than any other. And I try to kind of keep things balanced and fair. STUCO is probably the largest. I encourage the cultural activities because I personally think those are important. But, I mean, we have Dungeons and Dragons. We have Magic the Gathering, which is a card card club. There's also Pokemon. There's a crafts club. So pretty much anything a student could want to do on campus is available.
Or
and
they
then,
can create it. Too.
Or they can create
Yeah.
it. So that was, thank you. That was
Yeah.
the next thing I was going to say.
Sorry.
All it takes is one student, and that one student has to find an adult to be an advisor, and then they do a constitution and they do all the paperwork, and then bam, you have a new activity. So it's really, there are no boxes. Like anything that the students want to do, I mean, within reason. Like there are some things like I might have to say no to, but in very few things. That's one thing that I love about the activities department too. And I think right now we have over 30 activities on campus.
Wow.
So, and some of them are musical. Some of them, we have the theater runs an after school club. We have like after school choir. It's not running now, but we do have after school choir available. We have folklorico, mariachi. So it's acting, it's music, it's language, it's academic. So We the People is actually an after school club. We have we have speech and debate, which is, so there are some academic stuff, there is some creative stuff, there is some just hobby type stuff. So
or community service too, with Key Club
Key Club with, so there's community service. So you must be involved in Key Club too.
Yeah, I'm the vice president.
Yeah, see, there you go.
How many clubs are you in, Jerry?
I think 6 or 7. I think so.
And most of our students that are involved in clubs are involved in multiple clubs.
Yeah.
There's very few students that are, they're like in one solo club. Like we have those students. So hopefully maybe we can get this out and get more students involved in different things. So, but it looks good on your resume for college.
How do you
can put all
juggle
the stuff
6
in there.
clubs? How do you do it?
Well, there's 5 days in a week,
Uh-huh.
so that's definitely really helpful. I only have one club on Mondays, one club on Tuesdays, and then We the People on Wednesdays, and then in book club. And then Thursday I have NHS and mock trial, and then Friday I try to avoid anything because when softball season starts, I'm in softball too.
Oh, and then you're an athlete too.
Yeah, so different hats I wear. But I enjoy doing everything. I put time and effort into all of my things. Like, I'm not in it just to be in it. I'm not in it just to get the graduation stuff because, like, I feel a connection to all the clubs I'm a part of. And then, especially my sport, I love softball. And
Absolutely.
it's brought such a big community for me and, like, my sisters. They're my family. And I'm happy to be a part of all these different things and experience these different things. So, I mean, clubs are for sure a really, really big thing for high school. So.
Absolutely. Clubs and athletics. Because I didn't hear you say, like, I love my math class. I didn't hear that. So what I heard, not that you don't, I mean, but that's not why most students come to school. They come to school for belonging and stuff and community.
This too.
And you
Podcast
get
is
it.
pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So, I mean, you're talking about all these different things you love doing. Were you ever a part of that in high school or in college?
Good
So, in high school, well, in middle school, I was in student council. In high school, I was in choir. I was not an athletic type person, but I was in choir. And I was very social in high school, but not organized social. Like, I just had a lot of friends and we did a lot of stuff outside of school. I did love high school culture, though. I didn't miss a football game. I didn't miss a basketball game. I was always there. I did do some things after school. Students that I'm impacting now at Canyon Springs to just go to college and enjoy that part of your life, because when you kind of try to be too adult too soon, you kind of miss. I feel like I missed out on some things. Not that life didn't turn out great, and not that I'm not thankful for the experiences I've had, but if I would have been able to just go to like a 4-year college or 5 years, because college doesn't always take you just 4 years, I think things would have been different. Not better, not worse, but different. So when I was in college, I wasn't really involved in a lot of stuff because I was involved in trying to maintain a 4.0 and being a mom and being an employee and all that stuff. So I wasn't real involved in college.
All right, let's take a short break and we'll come back and talk some more with Miss Green.